These are the ones I don't like. This is a TS420. This customer had a buddy or another shop. Pretty sure it was another shop work on this thing, and you can tell that it has a Chinese piston and cylinder there. You can tell by the coating on it automatically. It's got a Chinese muffler, Chinese recoil starter, had a Chinese spark plug. Pretty much the customer or whatever shop put all these Chinese parts on this thing, but they brought it to us to see if we could figure it out. But his problem is the connecting rod or the piston is loose on the connecting rod. There's so much play on this thing that you can see how much the flywheel is turning and how much the piston is not turning. So either the piston's loose on the connecting rod or the connecting rod's loose on the crankshaft. Either way, and this thing is binding pretty bad. It's got some bad knock. You can hear it. Hear all that clanking, metally noise. So honestly, something like this, I'm not even going to attempt to fix. We're just going to let the customer know that he would need obviously the piston and cylinder kit, because we got to warranty our work, and we don't warranty Chinese parts. So we would have to replace those. Either way, it did need those to begin with, and then he could send this back. We will work with like the Chinese muffler or the recoil starter. That's okay, because that's not going to prevent it from starting. But in the end, he should have just brought it to someone who can do something like this. But yeah, so there's no spark plug on this thing. You can see this thing is it gets stuck like that, and it's clanking around. And the crankshaft bearings are a little bit worn, but in the end, he should have brought it to us in the beginning. He should have brought it to us to be able to diagnose it, because even if I put a piston and cylinder kit on this, who knows what his actual problem was to begin with. I mean, it could have been just as simple as a carburetor, or a clogged air filter, foul plug. It could have been something simple, and then they went straight for the piston and cylinder kit, which it's pretty common on these for these to be damaged. But either way, and this machine is pretty dang worn out. I mean, you can see this thing has been through the ringer. Either way, it's actually cleaned up because someone's obviously worked on this, but imagine what it looked like before. So worn out. It's time to retire this piece of equipment. But what would y'all do in this situation?